reproduce all 27 books of the New Testament, all of it from before the 4th century. All of it before the manuscript evidence. Now, what other piece of scripture can make that claim? Not the Quran, not the Bhagavad Gita, the Vedas, the Upanishads, only the New Testament can make that kind of claim. And the great thing, folks, every one of these early church fathers' quotations are outside the manuscript evidence. And they agree with the manuscript evidence. So we have not only the manuscripts, we've got the translations, and we've got the early church fathers' quotations. Show me any kind of Christian that can come up with that. Thank God for the Bible. Thank God for the New Testament. Do not apologize for the New Testament. God has preserved it because promised that He would preserve it. But you cannot say this about the Quran. I have read to you. This is not my writing. Everything I read to you comes from the traditions. It comes from Al-Bukhari, Sahih Muslim, Ibn Malik. I only got them through a third of them. If I would read on, I will show you where they say that parts of the Quran have been lost. Other parts of the Quran have been abrogated. Some parts have been changed. We can go on and on and on. But you make your decision. Which is the most authoritative book? You've got to come back to the Bible. You've got to come back to the gospel of Jesus Christ. Now we will open up the question and answer. Go ahead. Now wait a minute. I will answer for 2 minutes. Have 1 minute rebuttal, okay? And then a question to the Muslim. He will answer for 2 minutes, and I get 1 minute rebuttal. Are you a Muslim? You're questioning me? Okay, I get 2 minutes. Very simply, the question is this. A meeting in 1970 in New York City, all of the Christian scholars, right? How many Christian scholars? The whole world's Christian scholars came to New York City and they made a statement that there were 50,000 errors in the New Testament. Now look, stop and ask yourself, how many verses are there in the New Testament? There's 5,500 verses in the New Testament. That means almost every word in the New Testament was an error, according to what he just said. Do you believe that? No! Do you believe every Christian scholar went to New York? No! Have any of you heard about this? No! Only he has heard about it. Just look how ridiculous a statement this is. 50,000, sir. How many verses are there in the New Testament? You see how ridiculous your statement is? But hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. There are. Ahmadiyya did quote that. Ahmadiyya quoted 50,000 mistakes. When he was asked to show those 50,000, he only came up with 4. Ahmadiyya, the great Muslim debater, could only find 4 of them. Now, which 4 did he look at? He looked at the same ones that Adnan just preached about. Can you see the problem with that statement, sir?
2 minutes up. 2 minutes.
So why